Hey, so I've just got back from another brain scan. It was a CT scan today, but I've just got a letter for physiology department. It's an EEG, an electro something gram. Yeah, I can't pronounce it, but I'm gonna read what it sounds a bit scary. It doesn't sound like your normal kind of scan. Right, so let's find out what is an EEG. An electrophenomegram EEG test is to record the electrical activity of the brain. As the brain works, a series of nerve impulses produce electric signals with the brain. The signals, brainwaves, can be recorded through the scalp and indicating how healthy your brain is. As part of the EEG, you will be videoed during the recording. This is done so that any movements or behavior noted during the recording can be linked to the brain's activities on the computer. You'll be asked to complete a video consent form and confirm your level of consent as who can review the video. You have been referred for an EEG to aid your doctor in reaching a diagnostics. Please do not use hair gel, lacquer, and ensure your hair is clean when you come for the test. Take your medications as normal unless you've been directed otherwise, and eat as normal. I've also got to work out how to get these off for the next brain scan, because, not this one, a different one, because apparently that they going to interfere with what's happening. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm going to take them out and then hopefully we'll get them back in or something, I don't know. So anyway, back to this. So what does the test involve? The test will be carried out by a clinical sociologist, I don't know, who will explain the procedure and take some details of your medical history. These details will be passed to the neurologist. Hang on. Can you see that word? I don't know. It's all backwards for you, isn't it? It doesn't work. It's all a bit backwards for me, actually. Right. A specialist doctor who interprets and reports the ECG after you have left the department. Your head will be measured and small marks made on your scalp. About 20 small discs, electrodes, are then applied to your scalp using small dots of adhesive paste. The paste and pencil marks will be removed after the test. You may wish to wash your hair after. You will be then asked to lie down in a comfortable armchair and relax while the recording is taken, lasting approximately 20 minutes. The doctor will ask you to open and close your eyes every so often. The EEG is a painless procedure. Your appointment will last an hour in total. Sometimes it's necessary to ask you to perform deep breathing or overall breathing exercises for up to 3 minutes, and or to use a flashlight for a part of the test. Please tell the psychologist, I can't even use that, so it's not a psychologist, it's physiologist, if you have asthma and had a recent stroke, any heart problems, or are you pregnant. Are there any side effects? The ECG recording is harmless and painless procedure. On a rare occasion, the active procedure mentioned above may cause an epileptic fit in people who are prone to fits. If this was to happen, it could affect your entitlement to drive, as the DLA may ban you from driving for 1 year. It is important to remember that the test procedures are far more likely to aid the doctor in the diagnosis. Your psychologist, your physiologist even, is aware of the potential risks and will be watching your EEG carefully. You may not have to have that procedure carried out, in which case the test will be performed as normal. EEG is a diagnostic test. There are no alternatives. If you'd prefer to not have the test, then you would need to discuss your options with your doctor. After the electrodes have been removed, you will be free to go home. If you have no other tests or appointments planned, you will not get the results of the test on the same day. The EEG will be analysed by this clinical psychologist and reported by the constant neuropsychologist. The ECG report will be sent to the doctor, and they should have this within 2 weeks. So that's that one. And then what else we got? We got one in that was the one I just been to on Tuesday. That was with the neurology department that got me the test straight away, which was quite good. Yeah, and then on the 10th, I was at the maxillofacial surgery place. Maxillofacial surgery. That's what I met the doctor. Blah blah blah. That's all about what's going on. I got another one on the 16th of March. That's with, who's that with? That's with neurology again. That one was for the transvaginal pelvis US, whatever that was. This was the one today, the CT facial bone surgery. CT facial bone radiology department. So yeah, I went in a big donut and put my head back and through it a few times. That's it. I got to have another smear next week. Boom, boom, boom. That one. Ain't that right? So yeah, hospital appointments up to my eyeballs. But yeah, slowly. Oh, it's sped up. I was quite impressed, really. I got told on Thursday I needed a scan, and they got me in on Saturday morning at 8:20. That was this morning. So yeah, they're moving really fast. It's all a bit scary. I really don't want surgery, but if it stops the pain, if it stops falling over, then it'll be good. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with the hospital, but it's scary. I guess my face is going to be out here for a bit. We'll see what the reports say and what they need to do. Obviously, like when I needed the operation 2.5 years ago, I wasn't allowed it. I wasn't allowed to go for treatment and stuff. So they need to check if anything's moved since then. They've got to take 2 teeth out as well. My dentist said that they need to remove them because all the pressure's different. And yeah, if they're messing around with my face, then they're wondering if they can do my teeth at the same time. I've been playing with the horse as well this week. I was playing with my friend's horse Murphy, so I'm just going to show you what we were doing this week. It's good fun. It's the only relaxing thing I've ever had. I've managed to get all my stuff moved from Guildford, so I'm staying with someone at the moment. I'm here for a while. While I got all this hospital stuff, I need to be in one place, so it makes sense. yeah. Alright, I'm going to cut off now and show you what I've been doing. So, yeah, this is Murphy. See how he's chomping? That means he's listening. Horse body language. So this is the first time I've worked with him. Just getting to know him. I'm going to do some whip desensitization. It's what I always start off with because I use the whip as an extension of my hand. So you don't want him to be scared of it. So I'm just going to rub him all over, make sure he's okay. He's a bit jolty. And make him see it's okay. Make him see that it's not scary. And do both sides. Examining, look, his ears are moving back and forth, so he's paying attention. He's a bit alert, or he doesn't quite like it. You keep the pressure on, keep this pressure on, and oof, he's gone. So I'm going to try and pull him in now, because I'm not going to fight when he gets on the lunge. He just goes round and round in a circle, and he gets into this tunnel vision, because he's used to just being lunged, and I don't want to lunge him. I want to play with him. I want to speak his language. So I'm just going to watch and see how he's gone to the mirror. So it's obviously a safe place. So I'm going to try and catch his attention. Try walking away. He's not having any of that. He's not playing ball at all. I'm going to kick my feet round in the sand, see if I can get his attention. He's watching me. But the mirror's too friendly. So I can't get his attention. My feet are pretty sore, so I don't really want to be walking around after him. So he's not having any of it. See how I'm tilting my body language. I'm offering him in my body language because it's the first time I've worked with him. I've got to be really over-enthusiastic with my body language. So I'm trying to get him to walk with me. He's not following my body language. He's not coming. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's not at all. So I'll just go in and give him some encouragement. Come on. And as soon as you got that down, away he is. So getting him to come with me. So I'm going to reteach him the come here cue. So I've pushed him away. I'm looking at his haunches. There we go. So yeah, by putting pressure on his haunches, I'm trying to get his feet to move away from me. But I don't, there we go, he's come back in. I'm asking him to come back in because if he goes too far on them, he starts going into that tunnel vision. I've seen him do it with other people, so now I'm doing the come here cue. A little bit of, the first little bit of him coming, you got to reward it. So I'm just rewarding him with a little treat. So he gets the picture. Still not too happy about it. Why are we starting back to basics? But he's moving with me nicely. His body's moving to my feet. He's not very aware of poles, see? He's not very conscious of his feet. He's 11 years old, he's not young. But he's very lively. So I'm yielding his haunches away. So what I'm trying to do is keep his front still while moving his haunches away from me. See how he's chomping at the mouth. The ears are going back and forward. That's him paying attention. He's listening. He wants to please. So So he's just moving with my body now, anywhere I want him to go. Just getting the whip back out, showing him it's not all scary. I'm using it as an extension of my hand, so when I go to pat him, I'll use the whip. So, not paying attention. Not paying attention. Go back again. So I'd break it up. He wasn't paying attention to me, so I'd get him to move his feet. Wake up. So now getting him to just walk with me. I've changed my mind. Won't do any tricks. He wasn't paying attention. See how clumsy he is with the poles. But he's following me. His movement's following me, which is what I want. So this is the first time I've ever worked with him. And he's stuck by me quite well. I'm so impressed. I love this horse. This gelding. So this is just the beginning of join up. You gotta remember, give him lots of praise. This is the second time working with Murphy. Or the second little video, same day. I had a little rest in between. So I'm just reminding him. Did a little circle, called him back in, pushed him back out again. So now you're about to see him going into the mode I told you about, the tunnel vision, when he's been lunged before. So when he's been lunged before, he goes into this tunnel vision where he's pulling on his head. See that how tight that rope is? So trying to get him to come in now, calling him in. Calling him in with my body language. I need to start making a verbal cue with him. But like I said, this is all the first time, so I'm going to get him to come to me. Good boy. Because he came, he challenged, but then he came. The first bit of positive movement from him needs to be rewarded and pressure being released. So we're going to go back. I'm going to keep him. So he's gone into the tunnel vision again now. So yeah, there we go. Reminded him to come in and listen to me and watch my body language. So come here, Q. Next time I work with him, I'll be adding voice cues to it. And just a little refresh of what we worked with earlier. My feet are quite sore at the moment, so try not to walk too much. Let's see. He's sticking with me like glue, even though I've got the rope on. So watch how quick he's listening to me. Trying to yield the haunches away from me, but keeping the head and shoulders with me. And I want him to pay attention to my every single move. I should have done a bit of desensitization there because he didn't like the rope going over him, but I only just noticed that. I didn't notice that at the time. So, focusing on getting him to keep himself with me. And not losing him. Gone straight back to that mirror again, his little safety blanket. So I'm going to try and make myself more excited. He's not always paying attention, but he's not coming. These little safety blankets too attractive. So some horses go for the door and some horses go for the mirror. Some horses find a corner in the most funniest places. So he started on the trick work I did with him earlier. And he's remembered it. But I wasn't asking for that. And he's still sticking with me. I'm really impressed with him. When I seen him in the stables, my friend was trying to get him in the stable and he reared up. And I fell in love with him straight away. Geldings are always easier to work with than mares. Mares are stroppy. Geldings don't really have a mind of their own. They want to please. Gonna change direction in. See how his feet are sticking with me. He remembers. So I think this week I'd like to get him doing the Spanish walk. So that's the main goal, I think. And to do liberty circles around me. That's it. And he's almost got bowing. Like I said, I only did it the first time earlier on today, and this is the second. But he's remembered. We'll get him right down. This is only him learning. He's getting his head in the right place and just about bowing down. When I'm completely secure, he knows the command, then I'll get him bowing right the way down. But a little bit is good for now. Doesn't know what to do with his feet. Over poles, he's... Oh, he got confused. I wasn't asking for that. So when he gets confused, I've got to think about my own body language, and that's what's good about videoing. You can see what you're doing, because the horse can only read what you're doing. So if you're unclear in your body language, he's not going to listen. Good boy. I'm so impressed with this horse. So impressed. So again, I'm trying to yield the haunches away from me, but keep the head and shoulders with me. I didn't ask for that. It's very good of him to try, but no. And he realizes. Now he's like, what you going on? I don't understand. So he turned into me when he didn't understand. Then he turned into me, which is what you want. So he didn't understand. So I gave him a complete different task. This is him. A new command for him. I haven't asked him to do that before. Go backwards. So I think that what I'm learning from myself in these videos is I need to be a little bit more clear with him. I haven't played with horses for so long, for 3 years. So I'm just remembering it all myself. and I'm not clear because he's not understanding what I'm asking him. But he's doing ever so well. And remember, he's learning it all, so see how he's not so scared now. Yeah, because he was very jumpy before. So he needs to not be scared of me at any point in time. He needs to know that it doesn't matter what I do, I am never going to hurt him. So, going back to little circles. It's all quite close contact work I do with him. I really get on with Murphy. My little one, Dottie, I'm struggling with. I got her because she was being beaten up, and someone bought her for me, one of the traffickers. But we never really got on, but I just couldn't have her where I didn't want to see her suffering. So hopefully I'll find a nice home for her. Maybe one of the girls in the yard, there's quite a few that like her, so hopefully someone will fall in love with her because she is a lovely little horse. My friend Amber, her dog, he's come down with an autoimmune disease. Bless him, he's really suffering, so she's had to go back to her parents to look after him for a bit, which is unfortunate. I hope he's okay, and we're hoping that he survives through it, which is all a bit touch and go at the moment. So back to Murphy, working on desensitization is the key, because you don't want your horse to ever be scared of you, and you want to be able to use a crop as an extension because it helps with my body language to make me bigger for him to listen. So he's gone back into this, see how he's pulling on the head collar? He's gone back into this tunnel vision of liberty, of circles. This is why I want to get him into liberty, because I don't like it when they go into this tunnel vision. So asked him to come in, he wasn't listening, so I dropped down to the floor because it over-exaggerates my body language. Like, hey, listen, look, I've done something different, look at me. I'm just about coming to the end of this video now, so I'm going to leave you all and see you next week.